swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, DrDelay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, DrDelay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud.
How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am DrDelay, and we are doing like a very late... I made a late decision on to do this, but yeah, we're just going to call some baseball. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show, as I'm still getting settled here. This chair's broken, so I have to find the right angle. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, it is a good show. Let me go ahead and actually... Wrong one. Let me go ahead and fix this real quick again. This is a first pitch swing and a miss, strike one, as we are underway here in spring training. Again, trying to fix all this still on the fly, as here is the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs for ball one. We may stick with that. Unsure. Still working out everything here. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. Fooled him with the splitter. 1-2 count. Appreciate you, Michael, for tuning in. You're going with the Twins. Yep. Yeah. We'll see. Again, we'll see how both these teams do this year. Going to be kind of interesting stuff. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be swung on and fouled back. I'm going to try to get the crowd noise in here soon. Let's see. We don't need that. We do want this. And that will be a little bit higher. Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball on the top of the zone. So down goes McMahon. All right, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Sorry for the late decision to call this game. I just ended up deciding to do it. Tyler Callahan coming to the plate. OPS of 539 here in spring. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and fouled back, as it's 0-1. Let's see here. Again, still working on all this. Yeah, that'll work. Got a little ticker there. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2 count here to Callahan. Not really familiar with him. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be a splitter in the dirt. Callahan, what's his story? Tyler Callahan, former Red. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be cut on and hit to third. He corrals it, throws to first, and gets him by a step for out number 2. So down goes Callahan. That's going to bring up the free agent signing Marcell Ozuna this spring training. OPS of 783, home run, 4 RBIs, batting .269. Last year with the Braves, OPS of 755, 21 homers. Kind of a down year for his power. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. You got Northern Iowa making the Elite Eight. Oh my gosh, that's pretty bold. That is pretty bold, I'm not going to lie. We'll see how that pays off. Looks like Ozuna wants to challenge on the pitch tracker there. Looks okay. I don't know. It is a strike. Ozuna didn't like it. He doesn't like reality. Yeah, it'll be interesting, Draven, how it goes for sure. Definitely unsure of how it's going to go. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be pretty fun. 0-1 count here to Ozuna. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. And a sliding catch is made for out number 3. Very nice effort there by, is that Keachel? Luke Keachel? Keishkow? I'm not too sure. 1, 2, 3 go to the Pirates as we head to the bottom of the first. 0-0 is your score. Yeah, originally was going to do this, but I'm like, we'll just show we'll do that. I don't know. I don't really know what I should do here. I could keep it like this. And maybe, again, I can work on getting like a... Let's see, what's the internet on here? What's it say? We want that. Yeah, I don't know. And then what I can do... Again, I don't think you guys will mind. Not many people here anyway, so I can work on this while we figure it out. Hopefully this isn't... Is this going to mess it up? I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Edit. Position, size. Yeah, I can't remember. Crop top. Let's do 300. I know the bottom I definitely need to crop a lot. 590. What's that do? Okay, that was not good. But that's okay. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. This is all a test, folks. Edit transform. Crop left, probably by what? 300. Right, let's do 500. Probably need to chill out on the 4. There we go. We do 0. What's that look like? Alright, it's a little bit better. We're getting there. We're closing in. All right, looks like we got Wallner at the plate as that's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Probably won't happen. You can dream. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Iowa can make a run, dude. You never know. 500. Oh my gosh, I hate how it does that. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball in there. Oh, but not called a strike. Just missing. Let's see here. Stinks that I have to like back up and close this window. Okay, we're closing in on this. All right, here's the 2-0. That's going to be just outside. 3-0. We're closing in. Okay, now we're making some progress. I really hope this doesn't mess up other stuff. Sometimes, I don't know. It's weird. Like, it'll sometimes mess up other stuff, and then sometimes it won't. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be ball 4. 4-pitch walk. That is no bueno. You hate to see it, but it is what it is. We are moving on up in the world. I think we can probably... Yeah, I don't know. Here is the pitch to Keyshaw. Again, he made the sliding grab earlier, and that's in there for a called strike. Do apologize. Going to focus more on the game as soon as... I don't know why there's an ad playing, but there is. This is all a test stream, really. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be just a tad bit low, as it'll be 1-0. That's a little bit better. 1-1 count. I think I can live with that. That'll work. Shows the batter, shows the pitcher. You guys should be satisfied, as that's going to be upstairs 2-1. If you're not, well, oh well. That's all I got to say about that. 2-1 count here to Keyshaw as we focus in on the action. Again, a runner on first, nobody out. And getting some work in here for for some spring training. Here's the 2-1 as that's going to be hit to left center. On the run are the left and center fielders. That's going to be a sliding attempt, but not quite. Wallner going to go to third. So we're going to have runners on second and third. That was hit pretty well. So that's a double for Luke Keeschall, his second double of spring training. All right, we're going to go with that. I think this will work for now. I don't know how this is going to go, but how's it going, Pittsburgh? Good to see you. Welcome on back. Just getting a some tune-up here, working on this stuff. This won't be the setup for regular season. We'll be doing the 3D version on MLB Game Day, but MLB Game Day doesn't have a 3D for spring. As in steps in Clemens, here's the pitch. That's going to be low. 94 in the gun for ball 1. Davis, by the way, entering today with a 6 ERA. Not ideal, but his whip was actually a 1.0 something. It was really good. It was actually not too shabby, but the problem, obviously, already allowing 2 batters. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. The 1-0 is going to be in there for a called strike on the inside corner. 93 on the fastball. Doc, is it good to see you, District Nation? Appreciate you for tuning in. Hope all is well. Yeah, everything's all right. Channel moving up. We'll see how baseball does this year on the channel. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be popped up, and that's going to be sent foul. Let's see here. Seth, how's it going? Seth, good to see you. Pennsylvania is called for Tano Watch. That's not good. I am not in Pennsylvania. Again, Pennsylvanian born, Texas living. So hopefully you guys are all okay over there. We've had a lot of thunderstorms lately over here, but we're fine. 1-2 count here. Here is the pitch. That's a chopper. Back to the pitcher, and he's just going to throw it to first. That will definitely score a run as Wallner does cross home. So nice little sacrifice for Clemens. How did R6 go? It's hit and miss, man. You know, I'm just really learning the game. It's terrible. I'm terrible. I hate the movement. I genuinely hate how slow everyone is and how loud. Again, you just take a step and then all of a sudden you're like breaking everything around you. I don't know. But yeah, it's okay. Had some games where it's bad. As here's the pitch. Throw to third, and he is out. Oh, man. Caught leaning. What a play by Henry Davis. Will they challenge it is the question. I'm not too sure. Oh, man, look at that. That's a great play. Great throw by Henry Davis. Callahan also, great job there at third to kind of get a read on it. That was great stuff. So 1-0 here to Davis. Or, yeah, pardon me, Caratini, can't speak, at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, but not quite going much, as here's the password. Garcia for out number 3. Twins do score a run there, so we head to the top of the second inning. I forgot I'm keeping score. My bad. Still learning, relearning all this. 1-0 Twins lead. But, yeah, it's going okay. Again, having more success on Call of Duty lately. Actually, I had a purple flame the other night, so we were rocking. We were rocking a few nights ago. Actually got a good random. He just stuck around with us because we were just doing well. He was, I mean, finally a random that could complement what we do. It was just crazy. What's up? How's it going, Russell? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Getting some Pirates baseball in. The only Pirates game I'm going to be doing for spring training. Again, you know, kind of more of a chill stream, you know, as I try to figure out. Again, we're going to keep that up there. That's not going to it's not how it's going to be for the season. It's going to be more like this, but obviously on the screen you're going to see the 3D. You're going to see the 3D version of it on MLB Game Day. Again, MLB.com doesn't have the 3D for spring training. So that is how we're going to do it this year. That's how we're going to attack it. And again, even on opening day, I'm going to have to play around with some things. But yeah, let me just see if I messed it up. Okay, I don't think I did. Honestly, why don't I just do that? Okay, alright, let me go and change. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it here. My bad. Don't even need the full screen. Don't need to keep score. Let me go and change the scoreboard and we'll be set. I totally forgot about it. This is my football screen. I forgot this would have worked. Yeah, alright, that works. That works. Okay, we're cooking. St. Louis, yes, you are the St. Louis Pirates fan, if I recall. I think. Or maybe you're a Cardinals fan, but I remember you caught some fly balls, if I recall, Russell. Here's the pitch to Davis. Davis rips this one foul. As, again, we're returning to action here. So, don't know why it's just now saying Caratini just made the catch. It is what it is. 0-1 count here to Davis. He is 1 for 19 this spring. It's just been a rough time for him the last few years, really. Yeah, again, he was injured a lot in the minors, just little injuries, just adding up. Seems like he was plunked a lot at the dish in the minors. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be hit to right. But it looks like that's right at the right fielder for out number 1, Martini. Or Martin, pardon me, Martini. Just joined the fantasy. Nice, good to see. Appreciate you, District. That'd be great. It's gonna be. So I think we need one more. Holy East Coast call for a tornado watch at 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh wow, had that warning yesterday. Pirates all the way. Yep, there we go. All right, here is York, Nick York at the plate. York OPS of 759. 1 homer, 4 RBIs this spring. 273 batting average. Here's the pitch. That is outside for a ball. Born in Pittsburgh. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was not born. I was Reading. I'm a Reading Eastern, more of the eastern part of the state. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees. And it's going to be 2-1. Yeah, this looks way better. So the football, okay, that's good to know. Just in case for some reason the 3D doesn't work in the regular season, which again, I expect it to work. I think that'll be really good for the channel. We're just going to go with this. This looks pretty good. So 1-2 count here, as looks like Ryan and the catcher, not sure who the catcher is, can do a little research, and we'll find out that it's Jeffers. Gonna have a little chat, see how to attack York. Also, again, hopefully you guys like the crowd noise. I believe the crowd noise is working. I actually don't know. I can't actually. Let me confirm that real quick. Yeah, looks like it's working. So hopefully you guys like the crowd noise. I think that's going to, again, take the channel to another level. Here's the 1-2, as that's going to be chopped foul. District, again, if you're interested in the crowd noise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a trial run for the first week or so in the regular season. And if there's no issues with the copyright, then I'll be sure to give it, again, try to give it to you, JJ, Pure Adrenaline, and Birdwatch. Again, I'll try to, if you guys are interested in that. It definitely, I think, will work, as York does find a grounder through the hole between short and third. That is going to be a base hit for Nick York. So good stuff there for York, as that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, playing for Team Mexico. He had a not doing too bad for Mexico. He had changed his number to 3, as that's going to be hit to right. And that's a nice ride, and that is going foul. Oh, gave it a good ride. Oh, that was hugging the right corner. I think the number 3 suits Gonzalez. It's all about the number. Maybe the new number is gonna work. Crowd noise working nice. Yeah, no, I think so. Crowd noise, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Again, I'm going to see how it works. You know, if there's any copyright issues, then I won't even think about it. But yeah, I pretty much found a 2-hour thing, condensed it to 30. I can continue to work on it. I had to delete a lot of stuff, you know, in the crowd noise and all that. 0-1 count here. Ryan kicks and deals. That's going to be hit, and that's going to be fouled back. And also, of course, this is kind of gauging, this little stream is seeing the interest in the Pirates. Again, I really hope I want to call the Pirates, a lot. Every game is as much as I can. But, yeah, if the interest is low, I will have to do what's best for the channel. And I really hate to hold people hostage. And I'll still call the Pirates games, but it wouldn't be my original plan. I want to cover every single one, or as many as I can. If the Pirates are playing that day and I am able to call a game, I'm going to be doing it. Nothing is going to trump the Pirates in that regard. But, if there's just not a lot of interest, if they stink, then, I'll be bouncing around. As that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And I believe York's headed third. There he is. He's heading to third, and we got runners on the corners with just one out. Chiefs finally got a quarterback. Yeah, I know. I saw that. So they will, they can compete now that they have Justin Fields. Patrick Mahomes, that guy needs to be on the bench. Penn's Colorado tonight at 8:30. Yeah, I saw it. I might. So a friend's birthday is happening tonight, and promised to take him out to dinner. But if not, I do know there is another channel that's going to be calling the game. I can guarantee it. I can link his channel down below for you, just in case I'm not able to, as that's a swing and a miss, strike one. But if all is well, then yes, I'll be able to call the game. But if not, oh wait, no, let me go ahead and keep that on here, and I can link it on another browser. I'll keep that. Here's the 0-1, as that's going to be popped up, and that is going to foul. This is Billy Cook, by the way. Billy Cook at the plate. Well, it'd be nice if I could type, wouldn't it? Sin bin. Yeah, the other browser's not as great. Sin bin stream. Do I need to type in stream? Yeah, 0-2 count here to Cook. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. As that misses 1-2. Can I share this? Yeah, I should be able to share it. All right, so this is going to be a direct link to the stream. Again, if I'm not able to call the game because I get home late, then that'll give you Penguins and Avalanche. Sweeper's going to miss, but they are going to challenge it. Catcher's going to challenge. I don't know. I feel like a lot better if a catcher's going to challenge it, so this might not be good for the Pirates. Let's see here. And it did. Called strike three. He struck him out. All right, 2 outs. That'll bring up Rafael Flores, who's not had a good spring, batting 105, OPS of 450. Go Pens. Haven't seen Cruz playing. Yeah, he's playing for the Dominican Republic. Doing Venezuela versus Italy. Again, yeah, I'll be out, so unfortunately, no. So I guarantee you I won't be home in time for that one. So that's why the backup plan is to cover the Penguins and the Avalanche. But even then, I might not even be back. So, yeah, I'll just have to resume tomorrow with the Classic. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss here to Flores. Strike one. Tomorrow, again, I will be covering the final for the World Baseball Classic. Then, of course, from Wednesday pretty much till Sunday, I think there's a bunch of basketball games I'll be covering. A lot of them. I was working on the thumbnails earlier. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. On some Billy Cook autos. Nice. Hoping he does well. Just Fields to Casey. Yep, saw that. Darius Slay is retired. Wow. We beat them 2-1 USA. Yeah, USA did pretty well last night. I was following along. Wasn't playing. I was watching. I was playing Rainbow Six. Yeah, again, not good at the game, but definitely give it a shot as Ryan sets here on the 0-2. Looks at second despite no one being there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Up and away on the fastball. And I don't know why it's stuck on Gonzalez. Maybe I need to leave it here. Maybe I can't use my cheat sheet. I don't know. That might be it. Yeah, I don't know. That might be it. Maybe I just have to... So if I go to another browser, the other browser stops. That's stupid. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I guess I'll... No more cheat sheet for me. I'll have to keep it, I guess, on this. I don't feel like writing everything down. I have to do that for, for the basketball streams. Because I don't know any of the players, so my life has been writing... My life, not my wife. My life has been writing all these stats for these basketball games, every single game, stats, just... So I'm going to do this for the college March Madness, and yeah, it's not much, but again, it just helps make it a better stream. Still takes a while to get the names to numbers, but anyway, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, college basketball is a lot of work, a lot more work than football or baseball. But yeah, it's just a little more difficult. And hockey too is pretty hard, but I've kind of gotten used to the Penguins players, so there's that. So I kind of know. All right, back here in the bottom of the second inning, and Twins leading 1-0 over the Pirates. Pirates have done very well this spring. They're 15-7. Twins 7-14. Of course, they're managed by the former Pirate manager Derek Shelton, so that would probably explain why they're not doing so well. But no, not really. Again, the Twins, not exactly the best team in baseball. As here's the pitch, that's going to be inside, ball one. But you never know. Again, baseball is kind of one of those sports where it's kind of random. Jeffers batting OPS of 396, 161 batting average, no homers, 4 RBIs. As here's the 1-0, and that's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Jeffers last year in the regular season batting 266, OPS of 753, had 9 home runs, not too shabby. Here's the 1-1, that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pirates have it. I like how they have the challenge thing there, but next to the scoreboard. That's cool to know. It's always cool to know. Davis kicks and deals. That's going to be squared and sent to left. Left center, I should add, as that's going to be caught there by Billy Cook for out number 1. That'll bring up Lee, the shortstop. Not sure too much on the Twins players. Brooks Lee is his name. Brooks Lee. This spring, OPS of 685, no homers, 2 RBIs. As Davis delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah, no, this definitely works for this. This is a good setup. Less work to do. Don't have to keep the score. 0-1 count as Davis delivers. That's going to be inside as it's 1-1. 1-1 count here to Lee. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Just again doing a warm-up stream. Just getting ready for baseball season. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be just outside as it's going to be 2-1. 2-1 count here to Lee. It looks like we're going to have a call for time. But yeah, sorry, won't be able to really do much tonight. Don't think I will be able to. But again, tomorrow we will definitely cover the final game of the Classic. And hopefully, again, it's the United States win. As here's the 2-1. That's going to be sent to left center. And Cook is just going to watch as that is going to be caught by Mangum for route number 2 as they share a little laugh and a smile. Mangum's been quite the addition for the Pirates. I mean, I know he's kind of, you know, older. He only played last year. Last year was his rookie year, but 29-year rookie, and still did very well. Very excited to see how he'll do and how he'll, I don't know, I just feel like it's a really good, you know, acquisition by the Pirates, really do. All right, here is Roden. Roden at the plate, batting .353 as he watches a breaking ball inside for ball 1. This is Alan Roden. 1 homer, 7 RBIs, OPS of .876 for the Twins this spring training. Oh, man, I just realized that doesn't look all that good up there, as here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Yeah, there's no gap. That's where it didn't have this earlier when I was changing it. But there you go. Got a little ABS challenge, as that one is going to be apparently high. They're going to change the call. So now it's 2-0. So the Twins, knowing what they're doing with the ABS, the Pirates are 0 for 1 in their challenge. Twins are 2 for 2. It's like Mike Tomlin over here, just losing challenges. The Twins are winning theirs, as that's a chopper to first, and that's right to the first baseman, Flores, for route number 3. All right, well, we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Your score, Twins 1, Pirates 0. You're out of school today because of the weather. There's supposed to be a bunch of thunderstorms and stuff like that. Yeah, no, Seth mentioned it. What's our spring training record? The Pirates are doing pretty well. They're 15-7. Again, it is spring training, you know. You're not playing your starters all the time, you know, so you take it with a grain of salt, but you got to like it. You got to like that everyone's playing well, for the most part anyway. So, again, very excited. I think the Pirates can definitely, you know, push for that final wild card spot. I really do. I genuinely believe that. And, yeah, I'm just hopeful for the best. I really am. Just, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the Pirates' bats they got to produce. They really do, you know. You know, if it's the same thing as last year, it's going to be a rough. And again, I mean, I know, you know, our pitching is good. I still would have liked to see. I don't understand why the Pirates didn't sign Jose Quintana. I don't get it. I thought he was going to be a cheap available arm, and it would have been nice to have a solid lefty, of course. And then I don't feel like we added enough to the bullpen. You know, so I don't know. There are still holes, but maybe everyone just, again, performs very well. Again, I liked how Matson played last year, of course, but, you know, we need more arms. You know, Santana, Matson, Soto. I mean, Ashcraft, again, is he going to be a starter? Is he a reliever? Again, I like Ashcraft a lot. I think he can be very solid. Very solid indeed. He showed a lot of flashes last year of just brilliance. Again, we'll see. We'll see how the Pirates do. Out of school today. Schools let people out early because the weather's been bad. Oh, man. We'll have a good season this year. I hope so. All right, here's the password. Again, not even going to try the first name. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside. Almost hit him for ball 1. He is 15 for 29 this spring training. 2 homers, 5 RBIs. How do you leave him off the roster when he's playing that well? But that is a big cut and a big miss for strike 1. Yeah, that's tough. It's like almost no matter how you do, it's probably not going to work out, as that's going to be upstairs 2-1. But again, you got to like, you know, that he might be up later in the season and he can do some damage. Here's the 1-1. That's a hit to third, and that is just foul. Oh, man. That was a big rip. So 2-2 is the count. Password. Looking forward to Greg Brown's calls for the password. That'll be really fun. Greg Brown is a legend. Really love hearing him. But unfortunately not on the mic today, as the Twins are the home team, so they're the ones I'm listening to now. Getting a 2-2 count here. Here to Garcia. Need water. As here's the 2-2, big swing to miss. He struck him out. So Garcia's batting average will fall to 500. That guy's a bum. 500 batting average. Come on. All right, we need something here for the Pirates. Come on, here is Jake Mangum at the plate. He's 0 for 1 in this one, batting .310 in spring training. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Jake Mangum again, probably going to be the fourth outfielder. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be low. They'll even the count at 1-1. 1-1 counts. One out here in the top of the third. Twins leading 1-0 over the Pirates. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside. Almost hit him. As it'll be 2-1. Again, folks, I'll be on tomorrow for the Classic. Not going to do the play-in games for the Tuesday matchups. But again, the Wednesday matchups, I'll be sure to do so. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to left. That is going out of play. But yep, again, we'll be here. Opening day, Pirates, Mets. That'll be fun. Might even do, again, flirting with the idea of doing Giants, Yankees. It just depends on what's going on in college basketball. As that's going to be, oh, called strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. Oh, man. Pirates are bamboozled. I come back. First Pirates game since last year. I haven't covered any of the spring training games. And they're starting to look like the Pirates of last year, I guess. Nobody at the plate can do anything. Here's Callahan, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. No, it's not Bo Callahan. It's 0 for 1 here. Again, batting 190 in spring. Here's the 0-1. That's inside. So what about the game day? Kind of looking at stuff here. What does the game day look like? Tyler Callahan. Yes, here's the pitch. That's going to be low. And inside. Oh, wow, that is cool. You can get this. Oh, wow. That is really neat. You get the spin rate on the ball, the break, miles per hour. That is neat. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside. So that's going to be 3-1. So all the pitches on the inside corner. It's weird that the game day is actually faster than the pitch. Here's the 3-1, and that's going to be hit to right. On the run is the right fielder, but he'll watch it as it goes out of play. Gave it a nice ride, but didn't quite straighten out. 3-2. The count is full. Again, 2 outs, nobody on here at the top of the third. Twins leading 1-0. As Ryan sets and fires, that's going to be outside. That'll be ball 4, as he'll take his base. Pirates have somebody on. That's always nice to see. That'll bring up Marcell Ozuna, who's 0 for 1 in this one. Again, the big signing that's obviously kind of signaled to everyone in the Pirates fan base or whatnot that McCutchen wasn't coming back. And of course, he's having a great time with Texas right now. I saw his stats earlier, as that's going to be outside low. And let me go ahead and pull him up for you guys. I can find him again. Andrew. Of course, there's this one Ranger guy. He's like, oh, this guy's wasting a spot, you know. And everyone else in the feed was like, yeah, no, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Andrew McCutchen's doing so good. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be inside. Did he go? Trying to see if he did. Didn't get a signal. I don't think they know what's going on. Now it's 2-0. 2-0 here to Andrew McCutchen. Marcell Ozuna. I'll pull him up eventually. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be hit to left. On the run is the left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And he's going to throw to second, and that should put runners on the corners. So good stuff by Ozuna to keep the inning alive as I'm trying to, again, pull up Andrew McCutchen. But for some reason, DrDelay doesn't know how to type. So, yeah. So this is Andrew McCutchen's stats of the Rangers. Batting .545. On base percentage of .688. OPS of 1506. 5 walks, 4 RBIs, and 4 runs. I mean, unbelievable stuff. He is popping off. As here's Henry Davis, as that's going to be fouled back again. Davis not having the stats that I just announced with Andrew McCutchen. He's batting .050. 1 for 20. His lone hit is a home run, so that's actually, that's all right. You get a home run every 20 at-bats. That's pretty good. 0-1 count as Ryan looks back at second despite knowing being there. Here's the pitch. That's going to be jammed to right. Is it going to drop in? Diving. It's head. Couldn't make the catch. The Pirates going to score a run as they have tied it up. And runners will still be at the corners with 2 outs. There we go. A little blooper jammed him. But it's better to be lucky than good. And Davis definitely relies on that a lot, especially at the plate. We'll take it. 1-1 is your score. And this inning will continue in the form of Nick York, who's 1 for 1 on the day. What was the reason we let Kutch go? I don't know. They never really explained it, Pittsburgh. Not even going to lie to you. They just kind of signed Ozuna. We're like, okay. I don't know. I don't think Kutch was that bad. Yes, here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that is just foul. Oh, man, the Pirates' bat's coming alive here with 2 outs. How's it going, Clayton? Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's go, Davis. Again, I'm pulling for Davis. He's just got to get it going at the plate, man. I don't know what's going on. Usually has good contact, but usually it finds a glove. That's the problem. That is indeed the problem. 0-1 count as here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. But yeah, they never really did. Again, McCutchen was on Twitter pretty much saying, like, haven't heard anything. Some guy broke the news that McCutchen wanted out of the Pirates, like he wasn't coming back at all. And McCutchen was like, well, that you didn't hear that from me, pretty much. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt. 1-2. Yeah, McCutchen was definitely open to returning, and then the Pirates just kind of, I don't know, just kind of odd that they didn't offer a contract. I didn't think, again, he played well. He was one of our best hitters last year. Here's the 1-2, which that is not really saying much. That was fouled back, by the way. But regardless, I mean, I think he would have been great to have. But it is what it is. I'm not the guy making decisions. You just got to hope Ozuna can produce. If he doesn't produce, that is not going to look good, as that's going to be a chopper to second. Throwing to first for out number 3. Pirates get a run back, though, so it's tied up as we head to the bottom of the third. 1-1 is your score. Not buying that. Yeah, it's a little odd. It's just weird. It's the whole situation, all again with what they're doing. Obviously, again, spending a little bit more money, but not signing McCutchen, trying to go for it. They better make the playoffs. They better make a strong push, because if they do the same thing they did last year, 71-91, or in the 70s in the win total. I mean, you burned a relationship with a all-time great with the Pirates for a losing season. That would be really, really embarrassing. Would be such a Pirates thing to do, and yeah, I don't know. They better do well. And again, if Ozuna's not doing well and the Pirates are, then you get rid of Ozuna, ditch him, and try to trade for McCutchen with the Rangers if McCutchen's doing well. I think McCutchen will do well. I really do. Clayton pulling for the Twins. Gotcha. Appreciate you, Clayton, for tuning in. And just kind of doing some spring training baseball. Pirates spring training baseball. As, yeah, that is essentially it. Yeah, let me know if the crowd's too loud or whatnot. Don't want to be, or is it too low? I don't know. You guys got to let me know if that's the case. Again, trying to figure out what works What is going to work, what is not. Looks like we're returning to action here in the bottom of the third again. 1-1 is your score. Pirates and the Twins. Because the goal is to put on a really good experience this season for baseball. Would like to do well, as might not have a baseball season next year. That is actually a thing. That could happen. That legit could. All right, Austin Martin's going to be at the plate. OPS of 653 this spring. Where did Ozuna? Ozuna was on the Braves, I believe, last year. Marcell Ozuna. Here's the pitch. That's going to be... Well, I thought that was in there for a called strike, but apparently not, as that's just outside. 1-0. Looks like ESPN says that was outside. 1-0 count here to Martin as Davis sets, rocks, and fires. That's a check swing in there for a called strike. That was a sinker. And Davis settling down after a rough first inning, only surrendering a run. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be popped up. And looks like, well, I don't know. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Unbelievable. York and Cook were just kind of looking. Oh, my goodness. Well, blooper there. I guess, again, the Pirates had that just happen, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know what York was doing, but not the best play there. So one man on for the Twins. That'll bring up, let's see, that is going to be Gray. Gray at the plate. He's playing third, batting 200 this spring. And pickoff attempt to that one. Not going to be accurate, as that was a little bit wild. Good stop by Flores. Flores again acquired last year in the Bednar trade, so we're hoping that he can do all right. Could be a power bat, kind of a big guy. We'll see, of course. Davis eyeing the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Shallow center. Under it, I believe, is Cook, who's going to make the catch. So Gray will find the bench, as that'll bring up Wallner, who walked in the first. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure, again, to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Again, doing a lot of baseball this year, so if you're a baseball fan, this is going to be a great channel for you. Again, the goal is to do a lot of Pirates. We definitely do. We definitely do, but, you know, of course, we'll be open to other things if the Pirates don't produce, you know, and Pirates fans aren't interested, and that's fine. I understand. I'm a Pirate fan myself, so I get it. But we'll be doing a lot of stuff regardless of the Pirates or not. 1-0 count. Davis sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a check swing upstairs. Did he go? I guess he did not. He did not. 2-0. But yeah, the goal would be, again, from months of April to like late August. Going to be a lot of Pirates. That is what I want. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be hit to right. And that's going to drop in for a base hit as Garcia couldn't quite get there in time. And, of course, again, September, do a lot of Pirates, of course. That is the goal. But Sundays and Monday nights and Thursday nights, so you'd have to hope for Pirates play early on Thursdays, really, for me to get to the Pirates. Because football will definitely trump a lot of things. That is the bread and butter of the channel, the football. Bread and butter. All right, runners on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the third. Keyshawn's going to be at the plate. He doubled in the first. As Davis delivers, that's going to be hit to left. And Mangum's at the wall. That one is gone. And the Twins take the lead. The 3-run shot. Mangum was just jogging back to the wall. It's like he knew it. 380 feet is the expected distance, as again the Twins retaking the lead here in the bottom of the third. Keyshaw's already had a great game. Again, a double and a home run, so he can chill out the rest of the game. It's already going to be considered a good one. Yeah, that was a tough one, Russell. That was tough. Toughy, very much so. All right, here is the pitch to Clemens. That's going to be upstairs. 1-0. Clemens is 0 for 1. Does have an RBI again. That was on the sacrifice. I guess it's not really a sacrifice. I thought it would be considered one, but he's 0 for 1. Keyshaw, last 6 games, 9 for 17, 5 extra base hits. Nice. Look at that. This guy, Luke Keyshaw. Peaking at a right time. You definitely want to be hot going into opening day, as that's going to be sent to right center. Garcia on the run. Cook on the run. And Cook makes the catch at the wall. Nice catch. Good hustle by Cook. Good hit by Clemens. Good by everybody involved. But Cook does indeed glove it for out number 2. Wow. Good effort by Cook. All right, that's going to bring up Caratini at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Sounds like a guy that would be playing for Team Italy. As Davis delivers, that's going to be a chopper, and that's going foul. It's 0 for 1 with the flyout. Flew out in the first inning. 0-1 count as Davis sets. And delivers. And that's going to be hit to right. Garcia back at the wall. That one is also gone. Oh, man, it's a home run derby here in the third inning as the Twins extend their lead, as now they lead 5-1. Just a solo shot to right. That one was sent a good bit. A hanging breaking ball. That is, yep, that'll happen almost every time. That's a pretty nice little area there in right for the stands. I don't know what's out there, but it's really nice. All right, that'll bring up Jeffers, the catcher. 0 for 1 in this one. As here is the pitch. That's going to be a little bit low. 1-0. Yeah, it's not looking good, Russell. Not looking good for the Pirates. Again, of course, it is just spring training. As Davis delivers, that's a swing and a miss. 1-1. One count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on for the Twins. Of course, they've been cleared out by a couple of home runs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. 2-1. Not exactly a great day there for Davis, the pitcher. I'm sure he was looking for a different outing. 2-1 count as Davis rocks, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to left. On the run is Mangum. Can't make the catch. And this inning will continue here for the Twins. 2-out single here for Jeffers, and that will bring up Brooks Lee, who's 0 for 1. Pitcher isn't that good today? No, he is not. He has had a rough first inning. Second inning was a little bit better. But here in the third, Davis has struggled. 41 pitches, which honestly isn't bad, for almost 3 innings completed, but doesn't matter if you're just allowing all the runs in the world. All right, Davis sets here as, again, he aims to get rid of Lee. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside as it's 1-0. How's it going, Deacon? Good to see you. Once again, appreciate you, man. Let's call in some baseball, getting some spring training in, getting some reps before opening day, as that's going to be hit to left. That's going to go foul. Again, I will be on tomorrow night. That is the goal, to do the USA and whoever wins out of Venezuela, Italy. I'm thinking it's going to be Venezuela. I really do. Though, of course, I'd like to see the USA beat Italy, considering, of course, what happened just a few days ago. Davis delivers. That's going to be low, 2-1. And, of course, again, more baseball coverage will be on the channel, as, again, we'll start opening day for the Pirates. Pirates-Mets. And, again, unsure if I do Giants-Yankees. I'll have to play it by ear. I'd like to. It's definitely a goal. But I don't want to promise that and then do something else, or, you know, not able to. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to right. That is also foul. But that is definitely the goal, to 100% do the Pirates. Just stopping by real quick, head to the gym right now. Left you like. Appreciate you, Deacon. Thank you very much. Get a good workout in. Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate you, man. 2-2 counts for Davis. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third as Davis sets and fires. Oh, and it hits him in the foot. And this inning just continues. I heard someone just boo. Peace. Yeah, no, peace, man. Take care. Appreciate you, Deacon. Someone booing out there, not liking what they're seeing from the Pirates. Yeah, I don't blame the booer. It's going to bring up Roden. Roden at the plate. He's 0 for 1. It's a big guy playing center. Davis looks back at Jeffers, who's at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball gets away. Davis able to hop on it real quickly. So 1-0 counts. Very excited as well. Just a few days from now. Again, opening day will be the debut of the new thumbnails. Of course, the thumbnails will only be used for the MLB and the NFL. The others, again, it's not really much of a change. It's just a slight change, but everything else will just continue the same. College basketball will have the same look on the thumbnails, but you'll notice, obviously, the slight change for baseball and football. I think it'll be, or the NFL, again, just really MLB, NFL. And yeah, here's the 1-1. That's going to be inside. Throws back to second, and he is going to be saved. Davis, again, already threw out a runner at third. Henry Davis, that is. I think this is Noah Davis. I honestly am not too sure. Just sold a 1v5 with a shield up on R6. You got 4 of them. Oh, nice, though. You got 4. Take his butt out of the game. They're not going to do it, Russell. Not until this inning. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball outside. 3-1. Yeah, I play on... Do you play on console, Draven? Everyone I play with is PC, so it's like... Everyone, like, expects me to do... Which I am bad. I'm not good. I just started playing. But, yeah. Definitely, it's rough going against PC, as that's going to be hit to right. Garcia once again at the wall. Leaping grab makes the catch. What a catch by Garcia, the password. As Roden couldn't figure out the password. We head to the top of the fourth, but again, the Twins with 4 runs, 3 of them on a shot. Again, that was, I can't even remember the name. I do feel bad. Keyshaw, that's right. Keyshaw with the 3-run shot. And then Carantini with also a solo shot. Play console, nice, yeah. Because it is definitely it's a lot different than COD for sure. But yeah, that is tough. Yeah, we hate the shields. I hate going against the shields. But to be honest, I use, so the characters I use mute. And then I use smoke if mute is banned. Mute's usually banned like almost immediately. Other than that one, I don't even know what she does. The mirror, the one that does like the L's, I don't know. I forgot her name. Whatever. She's always banned first. And then, yeah, so I use mute. And then on offense, it's really just Capital. I like Capital. I like his like FN foul type of gun, man. I got a pretty good trigger finger. I can spam that. I can spam that RT. I have a pretty good trigger finger for sure. That's gotten better over the years. Yeah, that's good stuff. How's it going, CB? Good to see you. Just doing some Pirates baseball. More like Twins baseball, really. And the Twins are looking pretty good. Cap is good. Yeah. Now, I like his, again, his, like, FN foul gun. Of course, you know, using that little... I need to work on using, like, the abilities. I do use his wall breaking thing, but I don't really, like, prioritize that. I just try to gun. And, of course, my teammates, my friends I play with, they're always giving me some grief about that. We are working our way back here in the top of the fourth. Again, the Twins leading 5-1. It is not looking good if you're a Pirates fan. Joe Ryan going to be out there for his fourth inning of work. He's already at 56 pitches. And Nick Gonzalez going to be at the plate. He's 1 for 1. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Breaking ball in the inside corner. Stormy guys experienced in Texas, now in the D.C. area. Got off work today due to the threat of thunderstorm. Yeah, it wasn't too bad over here. Got some thunderstorms. It was some thunderstorms for sure. Yeah, y'all be careful. Y'all be careful over there. Apparently, it's a big storm, so definitely, yeah, just be careful. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry. Here's the 0-2 as Gonzalez pops it up left center. And looks like Roden's going to make the catch for out number 1. So Gonzalez goes down. That'll bring up Billy Cook, who's 0 for 1. Billy Cook batting .250 this spring. I had to pick a game that the Pirates will probably lose. Isn't that great? And the Pirates 15-7. They are doing pretty well. Again, I saw that it was... I was able to stream it, so I went ahead and did it. That's going to be lined to center, and Roden on the dive can't make the catch. Cook is going to run to second where he will stay. So that's going to be a one-out double for Billy Cook. And he may be cooking. All governments around the East Coast close. All governments. Not government jobs, I guess. Are you talking about like the actual state capitals? Like, hey, you know, go home or something. I don't know. I thought they all lived at the government anyway, the state capital in Washington. That'll bring up Rafael Flores, who's 0 for 1, batting 100 this spring, and not ideal. Here's the pitch as Flores looks at a ball inside 1-0. Flores acquired in that trade involving Bednar. Again, would love to see Bednar back. Again, it's like, man, if we had these guys work. As Cook's going to go to third. That's chopped to short. Throws to first for out number 2. So Cook, though, just 90 feet away. A base hit would make this manageable. On attention, I didn't know how everyone took me as a Chiefs fan. Maybe I compliment them too much. Thought I was clear. Yeah, I thought you were too. I don't know. I remember he mentioned it one day, and I'm like, well, I think CB is a Steeler fan. But, yeah. But, yeah, I guess you are very complimented, you know, complimentive of the Chiefs. I mean, again, they're good. Garcia looking to pitch. That's outside 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be just a bit low. That's 2-0. You're from Hagerstown, so we don't really get tornadoes. Okay, gotcha. Hagerstown. Gotcha. Wait, Seth, again, I see your name. It's Seth Philly Eagle. I'm pretty sure I just saw Orioles the other day. Am I tripping or am I tripping? It's got to be one of them. I'm either tripping or I'm tripping. I have no idea. 2-0 count here. Oh, looks like they challenged it, or the Twins challenged, and they were incorrect. They had been pretty good earlier. 2-0 count. Ryan sets and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Must be nice to go see. I don't know. If you lived in Florida, this is kind of cool. Once a year, all the MLB stars go and play. Of course, the classics this year is the 2-1. That's going to be hit to right. That's going foul. Again, Garcia's batting average did fall early. It went down to 500, so I know he's been struggling. But, of course, again, he's not going to be most likely not making the opening day roster despite how he's played. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third as Ryan's going to step off and think about it. gonna have to move my jersey. Yeah, I guess I moved the camera. I don't know. I think I actually did move the camera. Here's the 2-2, and that's gonna be hit to right. That's gonna. Just want to see how this looks over here. No, it looks like okay. So maybe it's just the screen. Interesting. So this is more of a condensed. Interesting. Okay. All right, here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Garcia. Chase at a ball outside the zone. We head to the bottom of the fourth. The Twins all over the Pirates, 5-1. Whenever a fan comes to the chat, I would like to talk some positive things about their team when it's merited. Along with Tammy, say some good things about the Lions. Yeah, that's, of course. Yeah, no, we have some Lions. Yeah, Tiffany's also a Lions fan. We also have some more. I just can't think of them at the moment. But yeah, it's. I definitely am okay with being positive. I don't mind that, of course. Unless you initiate some, toxicity or whatnot. Then it's all fair. Oh, wait, no, I just had my thing covered. Okay, what am I doing? You guys think I'm crazy. Yeah, I have a small screen over here, so I have to condense, everything. The chat, everything, all the levels of the mics, or, the sounds. I need to invest in a bigger screen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many screens I need. I have a laptop, then I have my monitor, which I game on, but I also, again, use it to watch TV. And then I have my little... I don't know, this would be nicer if it was bigger for sure. I got to invest in one. Would make it a little bit easier. Hagerstown doesn't get a lot of bad weather. Nice. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, just kind of doing a warm-up before opening day. Again, I'll be doing the Pirates and the Mets. I can actually show you guys the preview of the thumbnail right now, actually. I already have it made. Again, it's not going to be too much different, again, for baseball and NFL, MLB and NFL. Again, all it's really going to do is just kind of show you the field. And I think it's just going to, that little difference, I think, can take it to another level. But, yeah, again, won't be showing the field for college games, essentially, as I try to blend in with the illegal streams. I'm not even kidding. That's why we're not doing it for those. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and sent to left. That's going to go foul. Davis, by the way, out there for his fourth inning of work. We'll see if he lasts. As Altman at the plate, he's, let's see, he's 0 for... Well, no, looks like Altman is replacing Martin. So, again, we'll probably see a lot of replacement. But, yeah, James Altman at the plate. That's going to be inside, I guess, 1-1. Evacuate to Arizona on the East Coast. Yep, got to do it. That's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. I would agree with anyway. Yeah, I think so. 1-1 counts. As here is the pitch. That's, oh, it hit him. Davis just plunking batters left and right. If this were an old MLB The Show game, you'd see them already charging the mound, but they don't show that anymore. All they show is the dugout getting mad. These freaking bums. MLB The Show. I think he actually leaned into it. That's kind of odd. That's going to bring up Gray. Oh, by the way, Rob, yeah, so here is... Yeah, I already showed you, but I think I changed it. This is the make the call thing. Of course, I already have the numbers. Thing is, I'll just be leaving up the donations until we reset. So there you go. That is a little preview of what is to come. As that's going to be in there for a called strike. Tristan Gray at the plate. And yeah, the games will be for, I think, April 1st. Doing a doubleheader that day. And those will be the three options. Here's the 0-1. That's a grounder, and that's going to be fair. Flores loses the ball on the throw. He did tag first. I don't know how that even makes any sense. Flores with a nice play at first, stepping on the bag, and then he just flat out missed the, the ball fell out of his hand. That was kind of odd, but it is what it is. Runner does move to second. Runner does move to second. Here's Wallner at the plate. He's 1 for 1 with the walk. Not a toxic guy who thinks he likes to trash other teams. I say good things create a welcoming vibe in the chat. Yeah, no, I think this channel aims to be... Yeah, exactly. I really do try to be positive. I really do. Am I a toxic person off camera? I mean, I don't think so personally, but, I can trash talk with the best of them. That is my reputation in IRL, essentially. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. More so, again, with gaming and all that. But, sports, yeah. If it's a debate and they get toxic, then I'm going to respond back for sure. But, yeah, I definitely want to be positive, man. I definitely would like to see everyone get along. Obviously, it's not always the case. I mean, if you come to this chat, though, just talking a bunch of crazy stuff, you're going to get a lot of crazy stuff back. And then you're probably banned because it's like, I don't want to deal with it. Fact or fiction, benches get warned. Yeah, that's fiction. I don't think they've warned anybody. Well, on that foul ball, that little check swing, I guess it hit him. It hit the umpire. How did everyone like Team USA Baseball last night? I hope the manager knows how to win the next... Yeah, he has to win the next game. He definitely has to. I think Mark DeRosa may have finally figured out that you have to win your games. Looks like the umpire is giving a thumbs up. That's always good to see. Don't know really what happened there. Great game last night. Yeah, again, I was following along with a variety of streamers as I was playing video games, not going to lie. I was playing video games and working on some things. Working on the MLB logos to fit them in the emojis for the chat. Because, like, for some reason, like the emojis, you can't just, grab a picture from the internet. You have to fit it into a 1x1. Like, it has to be, like, 100 pixels by 100 pixels, so I have to custom do that because not all the logos are like that. So rather than download a bunch of them, trying to find them, went ahead and just kind of sized them myself. So they are ready to go. The logos for the emojis in the chat. Again, we'll be doing whatever game I do, Pirates, Mets. Well, we're gonna have Pirate and Met emoji there for the members. 0-2 count here to Wallner's. That's going to be cut on and sent to left. That's going to go foul. Of course, the more members, then the more logos. That'll be pretty fun. So I can have, like, both the Pirates. I have a Pirates one, and then, like an older logo. Then I can have both Mets ones, with the circle, and then the other one with the M or something, NY. I don't even know what the YM. Is that what they do? 0-2 count as Davis looks back at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off the catcher, Davis. Davis throwing to Davis. Thanks, Stream. Appreciate you, Houday, for tuning in. We live in Maryland, suburbs in the D.C. area, and rain has been coming, but not too heavy. Nice. World Baseball Classic needs ABS. That was a terrible last pitch. I'll say that. Or last call, I should say. Not a bad pitch at all, but a bad call. 0-2 count. Davis looks back at second and delivers. That's going to be chopped off Wallner's legs. Everyone's gotten hit in this at-bat. The umpire, Davis, and Wallner. But I don't know. Again, I'm not really not really the biggest. I'm not pro ABS. I don't think it's a bad thing. Again, only 2 challenges a game. I think that's good. If it were on every single pitch, would hate that personally. 0-2 count as Davis looks back at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-2. That was a screwball. A screwball. Wow, that's a rare pitch. Who are we facing in the final? We have to win. Yep, definitely. I think my compliments towards the Chiefs because they're the most dominant team in the last past 5 to 6 years, but I did point out their weaknesses. Yeah, no, for sure. Again, they've been dominant. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be a breaking ball. And it looks like Davis thinks that's strike 3. We'll see if it is indeed the call. Backdoor breaking ball didn't get the call. Again, you got to like it when a catcher challenges, and we'll see. That is in there. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Wallner struck out. But, yeah, no, the Chiefs are great. No, definitely. Got to definitely acknowledge how, how they've done. Again, I wish the Steelers were like that, I think we all would want that from our, our respective fan bases. So, definitely not going to talk trash. Now, again, they start yapping how great they're like, okay, well, I enjoy this with my home because after this, you're going to go back to your Tyler Thigpens and Brody Croyles. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 0-1. I like the cool Pirates cap. Oh, thank you. It's more of a Pittsburgh cap. It's got the P for Pittsburgh, and then it's a Steeler. You love ABS? Yeah, ABS again. You know, to each their own. I think it's all right in small doses. I don't think the robo umps are necessary. I don't think everything needs to be perfect. Throw back to second. That's not going to be in time here, as runner there is going to get a little dirty. You want it to thunderstorm? Well, that's. I mean, I don't mind it when it rains myself. I remember when I was in school, or you know, going to work. If it was working, and I don't want it to rain, just because it's a different vibe when it's raining. So that's going to be fouled back 0-2. Of course, now I kind of don't want it to storm, because then the power could go out, and this is kind of what this is what I do now. You know, so I definitely need the electricity to stay on. 0-2 count as Davis looks back at Outman. Davis delivers, almost hit him, and it did. Unbelievable. That's his third hit batter. This guy, what is this guy doing? Davis can't stop plunking. Can't stop plunking Twins. That's the third hit batter. Unbelievable. This guy can't find the plate. Snowing here in Chicago town. Hard to think baseball. Yeah, if it's snowing, yeah, you definitely don't. Oh, baseball's just right around the corner. That is a little odd. Appreciate you, Dwight, for tuning in. Yeah, that's a little odd. Snowing, and opening day is what? A week from now? 10 days? All right, here's Cody Clemens. Davis looks back at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside. This guy's trying to hit him again. Unbelievable. I don't think he's trying to, but it's just like, man, like he can't locate anything. Let me go and refresh this. Sorry, I don't know why it's not warming up there, refreshing. Probably going to play a stupid ad now. Oh, no, it's not. 1-0 count. Davis delivers. That's going to be outside, and it's 2-0. He has had a rough day. Warn the benches, yeah. Hope I don't have to talk trash about the Chiefs to Orville. Oh, no, Orville's great. Orville is great. Yeah, no, Orville, no, he's not toxic at all. I mean, he's very confident in his team for sure, but no, he's not toxic, no. 2-0 count, here's the pitch. That's a grounder, and almost snagged by Flores, but that is going to be a foul ball. Fact or fiction, Twins retaliate? It's not on purpose. I think the Twins understand that Davis is not having a good day. He has been all over the place. Derek Shelton doesn't think, you know, he's chilling on the Twins, and I don't think he cares. I mean, he's smiling right now. So, yeah, I'm going to say fiction. I'm going to go fiction on the... Now, if he hits another guy, that'd be 4. I mean, you have to at that point. 2-1 count, looks back at Altman. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. That's also foul. Again, really good contact. Really good contact. But it is 2-2. 2 men on, first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The Twins are up by 4. So if you like 4s and 2s, there you go. Clemens is 0 for 2. Davis sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Grounder, and once again, that is going foul. Oh, let me respond to this message. Sure. Two and 2 counts. Davis delivers. Check this swing. Did he go? He did not. Davis will probably be in the minors. Yeah, for sure. He's not making the roster. 3 and 2 count. Davis looks back at second. Outman just moving forward. There's the pitch. Grounder. This one to first. Flores is going to chill and take it himself to the bag for route number 3. All right, nothing doing there for the Twins. We head to the top of the 5th. The Twins lead 5-1. You getting rain tonight and very windy. are you picking in the World Baseball Classic? I'm thinking Venezuela. I really do. Hayden Birdsong is sadly going to need time. Really? Yeah, he's a young arm for the Giants. Wow, that's a bummer. That is, he does have some like command issues, but Birdsong's not too bad. You doing any March Madness games? Yes, I'm going to be doing a lot of that for the next, starting Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'm planning on doing the final. Going to be doing USA versus whoever. Again, won't be on tonight, unfortunately. Most likely going to be still out, taking out a friend for his birthday. As, yeah, that'll be happening. And, again, I'll be back tomorrow for the World Baseball Classic. Wednesday, going to be doing the 2 play-in games. I already have the thumbnails ready. Thursday, I'm still mapping out what I have. I can tell you that the first 2 games on Thursday that I'll be doing, and I'll be on throughout the day, will be TCU Ohio State. That'll be the first one I do. Then we're going to do McNeese Vanderbilt. And then I don't think I made, yeah, I think this is where I'm figuring out. Not sure if I'm doing Texas A&M and St. Mary's, or do I come back late and do St. Louis Gonzaga? Or no, St. Louis and Georgia. So I don't know. One of those two, I've yet to make up my mind. And then Friday, Akron, Texas Tech, Utah State, Villanova. Leaning on doing Iowa and Clemson, though UNI could be pretty interesting against St. John's. So I don't know. Probably Iowa, Clemson. And then I don't know if I come back for a 4th game. That'd be a lot, but it would be Missouri, Miami. I don't know if I really want to go all out, but I probably should. But I don't know. We'll see. Where am I at? All right. Here we go. We're back, and Mangum's at the plate. He sends this to right. Looks like already out, though, as he's made the catch for out number 1. I'm going to refresh this. Looks like we have a new pitcher in for the Twins. That's good. Is that Anthony Banda, the former Pirate, former Dodger last year? So Callahan's going to be at the plate. He's 0 for 1 in this one. Rob's thinking Venezuela. I'm thinking that as well, as that's going to be outside ball 1. Venezuela versus USA. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, no, Dwight. Been doing a lot of basketball. Going to keep it going. A lot of stuff. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I will say this, though, Dwight. If there are a lot of legal streams, probably won't do much. But I've been told legal streams from now on are for college basketball, as far as the March Madness bracket, there will be none. So expect a lot of streams on this channel the next week or so, as that's going to be in there for a called strike 1 and 2. Final, first 4 and NIT. Yeah, I'm good on the NIT. Excited to see if Miami, Ohio can beat SMU. Yeah, I know, me too. Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So just like that, already 2 outs here in the top of the 5th as the Pirates, looks like their bat stayed home. Yeah, that'll be fun. Hot in Cali this week. Wow. Banda again, the former Pirate, looking to sit down the new Pirate. And again, Marcell Ozuna at the plate. Here's the pitch. That is going to be inside 1-0. Slider. Breaking away and away there. Again, the new signing, replacing McCutcheon. We'll see again how he does. 1-0 count. Banda fires. And that's going to be hit to left. That is going foul. Thanks. Oh, yeah, no problem. Hope Twitch will enforce takedowns. Twitch is pretty, I mean, they're hit and miss. They're hit and miss. They are very much hit and miss. 1-1 count as Banda delivers. That's going to be inside 2-1. I do know, again, Twitch has its benefits, though. They pay more per ad. They really do. So, yeah, the thing is, again, sports isn't really a thing on there. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to right. Right center, I should say. As Outland makes the catch for out number 3. Very quickly, the Pirates going down. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Twins leading 5-1. You're from Miami, Ohio. I think they'll beat SMU. Yeah, I think so as well. But we'll see. It should be a good one. Hopefully that loss kind of gave them a break from all that pressure. I know they were under a lot of pressure. So hopefully they're a little bit more freeing, you know, on Wednesday. Twitch is old. You're more into kick. Yeah, kick. That's... I don't know. I should probably start streaming on a bunch of different things. Twitch, Kick, Rumble. Rumble's where everyone that's banned from YouTube goes. Probably should. I don't know. We'll see. Also compliment other teams. Strong points that they find an open conversation with fans from other teams. Yeah, it's a good idea. I mean, I try to, again, you know, be Mr. Positive whenever, you know, calling games. I really try to be. Whether, you know, again, when it's broadcaster mode, you know, I'm not exactly believing almost, you know, I'm not trying to say I lie, but, you know, I might be trying to stretch the truth a little bit to keep engagement high or interest high for the game, you know, if it's kind of a one-sided affair. I really do try, though, to try to be as positive as possible. Smash burger. Yeah, how do you guys feel about smash burgers? I don't know. They're okay, right? I don't know if I've really had one that it's like, yeah, I'd rather it long, you know, thin and, you know, wider than the bigger, juicier one, I feel like. I don't know. Kick pays, DJ's better. I don't even know much about that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not monetized on anything else. I've only done stuff here on YouTube and then Twitch. That is it. And Twitch, again, I just got to the affiliate thing, so it's like the lowest rung, but I haven't really put much effort there. Again, all I really do is stream video games, and I haven't streamed there in a while. As here is the pitch. That's going to be low. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. This is Caratini at the plate. Victor Caratini is 1 for 2 at a solo shot in the third inning. New pitcher for the Pirates. It's going to be Mason Montgomery. It's another pickup the Pirates made in the offseason. I did like it. I did forget that he was signed. So he could do some damage out of the pen for the Pirates. So another solid arm. But again, still feel like we needed some more sure things. As here's the 1-0, and that's a grounder to short. As Gonzalez is there, throws to first for out number 1. I feel like it's the first time Gonzalez has been involved in a defensive play today. You have to hustle to make a partner on Twitch. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, you have to work so much. I mean, it's not that I shy away from that, but, you know, I'm more into the sports, you know, and sports just really isn't a thing really on Twitch. It's just not much interest unless you're a soccer fan, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Jeffers at the plate. He is, oh, no, he's 1 for 2, pardon me. 1 for 2 here for Jeffers. 0-1 count. Montgomery sets, kicks and deals. That's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Haven't tried smash burgers, but I have eaten habit burgers. I'm not too sure what a habit burger is. Interesting. What is that? How is it thicker, or is it like what would that be? Is that 0-2 is going to be way high? 1-2. Rumble's great streaming app than Twitch. Yeah, I mean I've watched a little bit on Rumble, but you know, I don't really have an opinion on much of that, as that's going to be sliced foul. Count remains at 1-2. 98 on the gun. Montgomery bringing the heat. 1-2 count. Montgomery will set. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bridget Case does all right on Twitch. Not familiar with Bridget Case. You can look him up. Let me look him up. Bridget Case. All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike. This is Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee is 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch. Yes, one of the many. Sports journalist, TV host, former NFL cheerleader. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be Just slow, apparently. I don't know about that one. What is that going to say on the feed? Yeah, I thought that caught the zone. Well, Bridget Case, you know, kind of a professional. That explains it. That's going to be low 2-1. What does she do? Like, what does she talk about? Talk NFL and college? As that's going to be hit to right. That's going to be fouled. All right, let's go and look at what. Let's look at a click here. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I guess that's not too bad. 12,000 followers on Twitch for sports, pretty good, I would say. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I want a multi-stream. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Oh, my gosh. That was way in the dirt. 3-2. As Montgomery showing some command issues. Her. Yeah, no, I saw it. It's a delay. I saw the Bridget. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Check to swing. Did he go? He did. Lee doesn't like it. It is what it is. He struck him out. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Twins leading 5-1. Habit Burgers are known for their char burgers, which are like patties or char grilled. The burgers are kind of thick. Sounds like a burger I would like to have, honestly. But the bun, if it's a thick burger, then the bun can't be that thick. Can't, I don't know. It has to be, can't be a crazy bun. You mainly watch other DJs on Twitch. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really watch too much Twitch. I mean, I have some, yeah, my wife is on Twitch, so I'll leave her stream on. Then she has her friends, you know, so every now and then I'll check in, be a silent observer. And they support this channel. They'll come in every now and then and chat, so, you know, I do appreciate them. And then, yeah, that's really it. I don't really, yeah, every now and then, yeah, really, yeah, I can't really go too much into all that, but yeah, not really. I don't really watch too much on Twitch, to be honest. You're here. Turn on the offense, please. Appreciate you, Denny, for tuning in. Good to see you. Habit is good. Who's Habit? Habit. Oh, Habit. Oh, you're talking about Habit Burgers. I'm like, oh, is another streamer? Let's see. I gotta respond. Trying to lock down a time here for this birthday dinner. But it's going to be a little bit later, I can tell you that. All right, we're back here in the top of the 6th. Henry Davis going to be at the plate. Davis 1 for 2. He's batting .095 this spring. Cole Sands on the mound as that's a chopper right up the middle. Past Sands. Shortstop makes the play. I don't know what's going on because the camera was terrible. I can tell you that Davis is out. I only know that because of the score bug. Everything else, that was terrible. It's actually the second baseman to play on the shortstop side. Again, the camera did not show me anything. So anyway, we're back. Here's Nick York. It's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside as it's 1-0. Habit serves Pepsi. What's wrong with Pepsi's good. Pepsi is so underrated, or it's overhated, I feel like. Here's the 1-0 as that's going to be chopped to third. Throws to first. Got him. Nice play. Who was that? Who was the third baseman? Looking like a Brian Hayes. This is Schobel at the over there at third. Good stuff. All right, that'll bring up Rafael Flores. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Habit in my area used to serve Coke until recently switched to Pepsi. Yeah, Coke is good, but I mean, I actually prefer Pepsi. I do. I prefer Pepsi. All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball. And again, best soda all time is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, it's not even close. Dr. Pepper emoji, which that'll be going away very soon. I could keep it. I don't know. Probably won't, though. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1. Yeah, Dr. Pepper is the way to go. We love some Dr. Pepper. here in Texas. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 count here to Gonzalez again. Already down to the last strike of the inning. Just started the inning. It's just not been a good day at the plate. It's like me on MLB The Show. I'm either hitting very well, swinging at everything, or I'm swinging and missing, or weak contact, because that's going to be hit to right. That's going foul. Again, whenever I'm at the plate in MLB The Show, it's either a quick inning, like 4 or 5 pitches, we're moving on to the whatever, next inning or bottom of whatever, or I'm just having a hit parade where I'm just going and going because I'm feeling it. I swing at everything. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a check swing. He struck him out. Quick inning. Quick half inning, I should say, as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Twins leading 5-1. You have gifts in your commentary, voice, and hospitality. Oh, I don't know about all that, but I appreciate it. I don't know about all that. Again, everyone's welcome here for sure. I'm not going to turn away anyone unless they're just being kind of a jerk. Then you're banned. Then you're gone. We'll be seen. You know, I just don't have time for it. And again, depending on my mood as to whether I'll engage or not. You know, probably shouldn't, but I just naturally do. Naturally do. Because I don't know, again, you know, playing video games, I definitely am very much a talker. You know, I don't swear or anything, so I got to be as clever as I can be with my lingo. So, but anyway, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. As again, we're just doing some spring training, and you know, again, hopefully this will translate into a good, successful MLB season. My one and only spring training game of the season. But again, Pirates Mets opening day, going to be doing that one. I imagine Jaguar Gators also going to be doing that one. So that'll definitely, I'll take a hit there for sure. I know Pure Journalist Sports will be doing that game as well. Again, he'll be doing every Mets game, so I'll be competing with him for the series. And yeah, so that should be fun. Hopefully, again, you guys, if there's anyone in here that hasn't subscribed, make sure again to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more baseball. Again, want to do as much Pirates as I can, but that really, again, I'm going to leave it up to the viewers, up to the Pirates fans, and you know, see how the success is after about a month or two, and after that we'll have to make some changes if necessary in order to protect the channel long term. But I definitely want to be a guy that covers every Pirates game, or as many Pirates games as I can, because I do love the Pirates. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. You know. Anyway, Roden going to be at the plate. This is Isaac Madsen on the mound. Madsen, pretty good. He had a great year last year. Really happy with this guy. He mixes up his timing, not just with his pitches, of course, but the way he will set for a while, or he'll be quick. It's really impressive. He plays the mind game very well. Very impressed with this guy. Madsen, though, 2-0 as he's behind Roden. I'll be on ready for the season. Me too, Denny. Me too. Me too. 2-0 count. Madsen kicks and deals. That's going to be inside. 3-0. Madsen behind on Roden. You any Madden online? No, I'm not. I don't have Madden. Don't have the newest Madden anyway. I don't really play much Madden anymore. I do have I have college football, but I don't really play much college football. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Roden didn't like the call. But, yeah. Been playing a lot of MLB The Show, Call of Duty, and lately a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege as I'm learning that one. That's going to be outside, ball 4, so Madsen does walk him. But yeah, we'll see how, again, the Pirates, I really hope the Pirates streams do. I really do. I want to. But I know, again, there's some Pirates, there's not Pirates streamers, but they, there's Steeler fans that'll do Pirates games only when Paul Skeen pitches. And again, I know I definitely was frustrated that, you know, I was doing a lot of the Pirates games last year, and yet it didn't seem to matter. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and fouled back, as it's 0-1 here to Outman. I don't know why. I feel like I did a lot of Andrew Heaney games last year. I don't know. Man, that was... Yeah, he was good at the beginning of the season. Just kind of fell apart. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count to James Emmett, who, again, was hit by a pitch. Again, a lot of people on the Twins were hit by a pitch. I mean, 33% of the starters were... And it's not a lot, but 3 of them. Matson looking over at the runner at first as he sets. And delivers. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. Count stays at 0-2. But yeah, looking again, I'm trying to do the Pirates Mets. So I think that's a day with March Madness. So that'll probably be the only baseball game I do. Probably doing more college basketball that day. Next Thursday, I believe. I think it's Thursday. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside as it's 1-2. And I think the Friday still some college basketball. Saturday, I don't recall, but I know the Pirates will play again. Pirates will take priority for a while, as we'll be again seeing how the interest is. Matson looks over and delivers. That's going to be upstairs. 2-2. I wonder how Jack Sawinski's doing. You know, he's claimed by the Dodgers, man. I'm a Jack Sawinski guy. I really am. I know we poked fun with him a little bit. Again, Denny with the great nickname, Jack Swing and a Miski. That was great. As here's the 2-2. Checked his swing. Did not go. 3-2. Hopefully, I don't know. I think I really do genuinely believe in him as a 30 home run guy. I think he can do very well. A lot of just raw power. Just, again, had trouble connecting with the ball. He also had a really good eye, too. He could draw a walk. He really could. 3-2 count. Matson looks over at first, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He strung him out. So down goes Outman. That will bring up Gray. Gray at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Darius Slade just retired and spit sad at his worst years with the Steelers. A little bit, but not surprising. I mean, it just didn't really... I mean, he was 34, 35 or something like that. And I remember he was signed or claimed by the Bills. He just didn't report. You know, he was like, I'm good. I found that to be interesting. The pitch is going to miss low. 1-0 here to Tristan Gray. 1-0 count. Can't speak anymore. Can't think. As Matson sets and delivers. That'll be just outside. Looks like Davis going to call for time. Matson, normally so reliable. Struggling, though, today. You all see that strike call to end the game? Yes, I did see it. I didn't really watch the game, but I did see the ending. The very end. And yeah, it's not a proper strike call, but it is what it is, you know. Let's just say I'm glad to be on the right side of bad calls. It does always feel like the teams I pull for are on the wrong side, so that was nice. Nice change of pace. But yeah, that was unfortunate, man. That was definitely ball 4, and would have been very interesting. See how that would have, you know, how it would have went down. Here's the 2-0 as that's going to be fouled off the umpire's mask. Umpire taking a beating today. That's his second, I think maybe even third hit. Jeez. Just a rough day for him. Yeah, not the best call in the world. Not the best call, but that's really been the case in the World Baseball Classic. We've had some pretty disgusting calls, and I think, you know, whether it's a conspiracy or not to get the ABS thing fully implemented or not, it's very interesting for sure. I'm happy they won. Do you think it takes away from the USA win? Lots of people saying they didn't win fair and square. I don't know if that's necessarily true, JK. Appreciate you, by the way, for tuning in. As here's the 2-1. That's a grounder to first. Flores throws to second. There's one throw to first. Gets him by us. Oh, they're going to say he's safe. Oh, Flores didn't have the ball. He had it but couldn't hang on to it. Oh, man. Good play, though, or good attempt by Flores again. Fielding it, throwing to second. Gonzalez with a throw. A little bit of a one-hopper. Oh, that went off of Flores' belly. That's got to feel pretty bad. Connor Hayward of the Raiders. Yeah, but anyway, going back to the JK, I don't think anyone's going to really remember that, you know, a few weeks from now, even again, a few years, maybe in the next Classic, maybe they'll bring it up, right? They might like, ooh, what could have happened if they play each other? Other than that, though, I don't think it's going to really matter in the long run. I don't think anyone's going to think about it. Little pickoff attempt, but that one is a little late as Gray is back in time. Wallner again, 1 for 2 with the walk. I can't tell if he was hit by a pitch. He was actually genuinely walked. Again, a lot of players for the Twins hit by a pitch today. As Matson sets. And another pickoff attempt. Oh, that was close, but just late is the tag. Oh my goodness. You can't challenge that. That is tough. I wish you could. Yeah, Connor Hayward, you know, yeah, he didn't really do much. Didn't really do much. He was a gadget guy and not really a good one, to be honest. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And I think, again, he was only there because of his brother. Yeah. And of course he got in beef with Pickensburg. Not that I mean, Pickensburg is all right. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left. That's going to be fouled back. Now I think Pickensburg is kind of like, it's kind of sold out, really. It's not the same. He's not the same as he was when he first was on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. Beefing with a rage bait account. Like, come on. Like, what are you doing? Like, anyway, here's the 0-2. That's going to be a foul tip. And that's going to be remaining at 0-2. Just a troll account, man. Just like, what are you doing? So, yeah. It is just wild. But, yeah, I'm glad he's, yeah. I mean, who's just taking up a spot? Didn't really need him. 0-2 counts as Matson sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to drop in for a base hit as Garcia has it. He's going to throw it to third. Definitely a nice arm, but it is caught off, and the runners will stay at second. So that will bring up Fedko. Fedko going to be pinch hitting for Keachel, who's had a nice game. Again, 2 for 2, and was hit by a pitch. I think there the U.S. win one was by merit more so than the refereeing error. We pitched well for the most part. Yeah, I mean, no, they did. From what I heard, yes. I mean, I was listening to the game via, again, a lot of other streamers. I did watch the end, though. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think the call's really going to taint anything. Might be for a few days, you know, like, oh, well, the DR should be here, blah, 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 you know. Yeah. That's going to be a chopper. That's going to go foul. But yeah, I don't think it's going to really, no one's going to really think about it in a few weeks. It's not, even next week, I don't think anyone's going to care, you know. And the Classic's neat. I do like it. I don't know if it's, I mean, it's not really the greatest thing in the world. It's not really prestigious in my opinion. I mean, the players, for one, don't take it seriously, as that's going to be found back 0-2. Or at least the USA players. But maybe they're starting to. I don't know, but really disappointed with how they've been treating it. 0-2 count as Matson looking over. 2 outs, looking back at second. And delivers. That's going to be hit to short. Gonzalez has it and is going to actually made the catch. Thought it was a chopper. Thought it was a weird spin there. Okay, well, that was a nice catch by Gonzalez. We head to the top of the 7th. Twins leading by 4, 5-1. 5-1. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, just kind of getting some practice in before the season kicks off again. Going back to this screen. Thursday, doing that, and if I do recall, there will be college basketball games happening. The Sweet 16. So again, probably doing the Pirates Mets, and then later that night, gonna come back and do a Sweet 16 game. And then that Friday, I don't think there's really gonna be any. There's no Pirates game. I could do a baseball game, but I don't know if I actually will. So I might be focusing on multiple Sweet 16 games. And then that weekend, we got the Elite Eight. And again, the Pirates will take priority. Again, I'm going to give it as much as attention as I can, and I will for a good bit. And then again, if there's just not interest, then I will have to make a change. But I will definitely give it my all. Then they play the Reds. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to be trying to do. And of course, there's the UFL as well. Yeah, the UFL, we'll try to cover that as much as possible. But I know Rising Rhino will be the guy there. He'll be calling probably every single one. Every single game he'll probably be calling. So definitely going to be supporting him. We're going to way back here again to the top of the 7th. Twins leading 5-1. It has definitely been a one-sided affair. Let's see, where is this at? This is in Fort Myers, Florida, as Cook looks at a pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 count again. Nobody on, nobody out. We're just starting. Topa, the new pitcher for the Twins, as here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike yet again. 0-2. 0-2 count. Some new changes for the Twins. Looks like Rosario going to be taking his spot in left. Again, the final week of tune-up games. I think spring training ends on next Monday, maybe even Sunday. I actually don't recall about that. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be poked to right. And it looks like Fedco makes the catch for out number 1. Right about most of the Team USA not taking too serious. Hopefully they will take the championship game seriously. Yeah, I mean, they don't win it. I'm not really going to get too upset about it because they didn't take it seriously. And I guarantee the other teams are. I guarantee you the other teams are 100%. There's been no nonsense coming out from them. You know, Venezuela, they definitely want it. As there's the pitch. That's outside ball one again. Italy, essentially USA backups. You know, again, that's most of the other countries, right? A lot of the U.S. Not a lot of players actually born in the United States playing for other countries. But they're acting like, you know, that they want it. You can tell. Like I wish the star players for the United States were playing with as much enthusiasm and as much. I don't know. They seem to really want it there. 1-1 here to Flores Jr. As Topa delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-2 to Rafael Flores. Again, has struggled here in spring, batting less than 100. But yeah, 1-2 count here to Flores. Again, acquired in the trade. Seeing hopefully he can develop into something for the Pirates. As Topa delivers, that's going to be fouled back. A lot of Pirates fans there. It's always nice to see. One and two. Topa sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be outside 2-2. Sure, when I'm ahead of the scoreboard, I'd like to see that. 2-2 count. Topa sets, kicks, and deals. Chopper to third. Throws to first, and we'll get him by plenty of steps. All right, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up the password. Garcia. The password Garcia. Again, not really going to try the first name. Garcia has seen his batting average drop from 517 to 484 today. Looking to get back to 500. Topa sets as he delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, not even sure how to pronounce that. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is ripped foul. Oh, my goodness. That had a lot of velocity off the bat. Just crushed it. That was a line drive to left. He was all over it. 0-2 count. 0-2 count here to Garcia. Looks like he's going to go in and ask for time. Oh, yeah. Showing a dive that happened earlier. Landed on a wrist. Oh, jeez. 0-2 count as Topa sets. And delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Going low and away there on the breaking ball. He chased. That's the second time he's chased that pitch. All right, we head to the bottom of the 7th. Twins leading 5-1. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel. It is free to do so. I promise you. Promise you it is. Again, we'll be back tomorrow night for the World Baseball Classic. Hopefully, again, that does... Hopefully that's a good game. That's what I'm hoping for, really. Good game. And, again, we'll be doing some more stuff. More streams. This Wednesday. Wednesday we'll be doing some first 4 action. I think it's Prairie View and Lehigh. Yes, Prairie View and Lehigh. Then we'll do Miami of Ohio and SMU. And then again doing at least 3 games on Thursday. Unsure which ones, but I know it's TCU, Ohio State, and then McNeese and Vanderbilt. I just genuinely have no idea which game that night I'm doing. I don't know. Texas A&M, St. Mary's is the favorite right now. Could do St. Louis and Georgia, but that's a little bit later. And then I think Friday I already have it mapped out. Akron, Texas Tech, Utah State, Villanova, Iowa, Clemson, and then again, unsure if I do a 4th one, but if I do, it'll be Missouri and Miami. So we have a lot of games happening in the next few days. 1 today, 1 tomorrow, and then after that it is going to be full speed ahead, covering as much stuff as I can. And of course MLB will be here. Opening it will be here, like, you know, before you know it. Michael Dara Hicks going to be on the mound here for the Pirates. Has actually done pretty well batting average wise, but everything else I guess not. 4 innings pitched, 3 earned, so that's over a 6, probably about a 7 ERA. Looks like Connor Griffin has checked into the game for... A lot of subs have checked into the game here for the Pirates. As here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Good to see you, DJ. Appreciate you for tuning in. As Clemens pops this off, Griffin not going to do anything as he's going to let Manga make the catch for out number 1. Good to see Connor Griffin. Would be nice to see him at the plate. I think we will at least once. Whether that's in the 8th or 9th, I don't know. Pirates here. Oh yeah, we got a Pirate shirt. We got a few. We got 3, I think. I can't remember. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for calls. I still need to write MLB. I need to write the Pirates. I need to do that. Like, hey, I'm going to cover the Pirates this year. Can you hook me up? Eric Wagaman at the plate. As Daryl Hicks delivers, that's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike. The Wagaman not liking the call, so it looks like he'll challenge. I think he's going to win it. That didn't look like it was strike live. So this is their last challenge potentially. Is it going to be, though? We'll find out. Did he catch it? It's going to be a ball. Good challenge by Wagaman. If it's not during work and I'm not too tired, I'll be here for Miami, Ohio versus SMU. Gotcha. Oh, no, you're good, man. Trust me. I totally get it. I totally understand. You know, everyone else, you got to work. You got things going on. Totally understand. As that's going to be in there for a call strike. Wagaman wants to challenge it again. Wagaman, like, no, you're not winning that. Low and away again. We'll see if it's the correct call. This one. That's going to be overturned. Just missed it. Less than 0.1 of an inch. Jeez. The umpire's kind of like, okay, I get it. Good stuff. 2-1 here to Wagaman. As Daryl Hicks delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Just find a place to hide at work and pull out your phone. Well, I guess it depends on the environment there. Yeah, teaching assistant can't really do that. Yeah. 2-2 counts. As Daryl Hicks delivers, that's going to be hit to right. And this one, he's at the wall, makes the catch at the wall. Nice. Nice effort there by the right fielder. Unsure again, they made some subs. Who is this? This is Gonzalez out and right there for the Pirates. For out number 2, allowed out number 2. Yeah, no, that's probably you can't do really that. You can't do that. Yep. Again, I subbed for a few. I can't say for long, but I did sub a little bit, and yeah, no, definitely have to be attentive. As there's the pitch, that's going to be outside, but he chased it. Checked his swing, but the umpire ruled he ruled that it was a strike. He swung. Can't speak for some reason. 0-1 count here to Jeffers, 1 for 3. Got to refresh Wagaman, I guess. I don't know why Wagaman's still in the... I don't know. 0-1 count here to Jeffers. Again, 1 for 3 on the day as Daryl Hicks delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Just realized the ticker's not exactly... Well... kind of cut off a little bit. Don't know why. Curious how Miami, Ohio will fare against a team outside. Yeah, me too. Very much so. As that's going to be a ball in the dirt. And the count is now 1-2 to Jeffers. Yeah, definitely going to be interested in that for sure. 1-2, nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Twins leading 5-1. Most of the runs happened, and in fact, all the runs happened in the first 3 innings. It's been 0 since. Here's the 1-2. That is high. And that'll be 2-2. And Daryl Hicks doesn't really get a lot of balls hit in play. Batting average, opponent batting average less than 2, but apparently his ERA not good. As he's allowed 3 runs in 4 innings, as that's going to be hit to center, and that is going to drop for a base hit. And Jones comes on to throw it in. And the Twins keep it alive here with 2 outs. I think St. Mary's Texas A&M will be a good game. I think that'll probably be the one I do, the final one on Wednesday. Again, the first 2 games pretty much solidified. Then I already have 3 games picked out for Thursday. Or no, is it Friday? Thursday. Friday? Thursday, Friday? I don't know. But yeah, I just still figuring out the first day slate there. Schobel going to be at the plate. 1 man on, 2 outs, as that's going to be high. That'll be 1-0. Tanner Schobel, 2 for 13 this spring. A home run, 3 RBIs. Also has a few walks, 3 walks this spring. 1-0 count. Daryl Hicks sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Got a couple of guys back there doing the ABS signal, but that was Those are not players. 1-1. As Daryl Hicks sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be popped up. And that is going foul. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out for this one. Again, just getting some reps in before the season. And, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. And, yeah, again, we'll be back tomorrow for the World Baseball Classic. And then, of course, some more college basketball. Pickoff attempt. He is safe. Good effort there, but unable to get him in time. One and two to Shoal. Daryl Hicks again looking around and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, we head to the top of the eighth. The Twins still up 5-1. Pirates just can't locate nothing. Can't find a guy on base, and when they do, they leave him stranded. Showing off MLB The Show. I have 25, not going to get 26. They're showing off the World Baseball Classic. Kind of misleading because from what I gather in MLB The Show, it's only going to be in Diamond Dynasty when they do that. My arms look really big. What the heck? All right. I feel like I need to put them down now. But yeah, we're just gonna, yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna get the new show game. Just not feeling it. We'll stick with 25. Just gonna stick with 25. Do it for the Pirates, barring changes, going to be Mangum, Callahan, and Azuna. Mangum's 0 for 3. Again, I picked a bad day, I guess, because there's the guy's stats. I mean, they look pretty good, you know, but unfortunately, they're just not getting offense today. Unfortunate. That's just my luck. This game is moving pretty fast, though. Just over 2 hours. We're already in the 8th. I'm trying to remember if that's how it was last year. I just don't remember. North Shore 9, they're posting their stuff. It's a Pirates podcast, for those of you not familiar. I guess they are somewhat competition. I don't really know. I mean, they don't really cover games. They just talk about the game. I personally couldn't do like a 30-minute post-game podcast. You know, there's only so much you can talk about when there's 162. That's just my thing. You know, I'm definitely down to talk baseball, but I would have to do it like once a month. I'm like, you know, what can you offer? Yep, they lost 3-1. They pitched well and didn't swing. Yep, that's pretty much how it was in the entirety of last year. So that's going to be in there for a called strike 0-1. Yeah, well, the Pirates need to spend more. Okay, well, again, anything else to add that we haven't heard before? No, okay. I don't really know what else to really talk about. Chafin going to be the pitcher here for the Twins. Is that one again, 1-1 count to Mangum. Chafin with long hair and a handlebar mustache. What a guy, as that's going to be upstairs. 2-1. 2-1 count. Mangum again looking to be the fourth outfielder for the Pirates. Here's the 2-1, and that's going to be hit to right, but that is going foul. Made some changes for the members. I think Denny has Kenny Pickett now. Changed the pictures. Trying to make them more clear. Probably not. I don't know. They don't really look as clear as I thought they would. I think the starter tier is Duck Hodges. Then we have Kenny. And I can't remember who else. I know Brian Reynolds is on there. Andrew McCutcheon as well. But that's probably, I don't even know. That might be in the years thing. The umpire talking to Chafin, not happy with something. Chafin not happy. Slammed down the rosin bag. Not looking happy. I don't know if he was just rushing there or whatnot. But Chafin sets and delivers, as that's going to be fouled back. And that is going to be a souvenir. Chafin. What a guy, though. Again, like long, curly hair, handlebar mustache. This guy. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball was dropped. Throws to first, where he is out. Definitely a guy that you would see on, like, Create a Player there for, just Create a Player on the game. On MLB The Show or the old MLB 2Ks. Those were fun. All right, that'll bring up Callahan, who's 0 for 2 and walked. Looking to, again, get something going for the Pirates, as it's been a rough day at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's a chopper to second, and he will underhand it to first for round number 2. Very quickly, 2 away. And that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna, is 1 for 3 on the play. Showing off Don Kelly. Did a pretty, I would say, a good job. Pirates played a lot better under him for sure. All right, so we have a pinch hitter. It's not Ozuna. This is Gray, as he watches a pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Murph Gray. He has not registered a hit all spring. Again, not sure how long he's played, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. And very quickly behind, 0-2. Looks like Gray is calling time. Chafin, man, he's a guy that's working quickly. He might be an older guy, but he's really working as quick as possible. Chafin sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chafin really quickly. Again, Chafin wants to have a little word with the umpire. I knew he would. That's a little interesting. And Chafin got talking to from the umpire earlier in the inning. Anyway, again, going to the bottom of the 8th. Twins leading 5-1 over the Pirates. What a performance. Looking like the Pirates from last year. Looking like the Pirates that I covered. And, yeah. So they will most likely drop to 15-8. Oh, well. I mean, again, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Though, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Jack Sawinski. I was just talking about Jack Sawinski earlier. Apparently, Jack Sawinski home run on his first at bats with the Dodgers. Look at him go. Very nice. Very much a Jack Sawinski guy. Still will be. I always will be a Jack Sawinski guy. Even if he's not on the Pirates, I'll pull for him. And, yeah, Jack Sawinski. First at bat with the Dodgers. It was out of there. Pirates of last year, yeah, it's pretty much what I'm looking at. Haven't seen, there's nothing's changed except for the record. It's now a very nice record. Next game's going to be tomorrow. So, again, I don't think I'll be back tonight in time, as I'll be at a birthday dinner for a friend. Taking him out. He took me out, so I'm taking him out. And so, yeah, I won't be back tonight. Tomorrow, though, doing the Classic. Pardon me. Doing the World Baseball Classic, USA versus whoever wins tonight, which I'm thinking Venezuela will win, but I could be wrong. And then, of course, we got a lot of stuff Wednesday. College basketball Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if there's anything Monday, but, again, we'll be doing a lot of it. You're a Jack fan. Me too. I was a Jack fan. All right, Burrow's in, as that's going to be in there for a cold. Wait, timeout. I thought, is this a different Burrows? I don't know what's going on as he pitches there. That's going to be low, 1-1. Rosario going to be in here for the Twins, 4 for 13 this spring. I thought we traded Mike Burrows. Might be a different Burrows. I think it probably is. As here's the 1-1. Burrows going to be a little bit low, and it's 2-1. Yeah, I was a Jack Sawinski guy. I really was. I definitely, definitely pulled for him. I think it was all mental. He lost his confidence. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be yanked to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That's thrown in there. Yeah, Rosario with the leadoff single. Having surgery tomorrow morning on your left knee. Well, good luck with surgery, Matthew. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all goes well there. Definitely hope for a good surgery and a speedy recovery. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully there's no problems. All right, Rosario, again on at first. A lot of pinch hitting here. Banuelos going to be at the plate. No, this is Outman. Where am I at? Oh, I'm way down here. Okay, Outman, so for 1 today. Oh, Outman still in the game. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to right. But right at the right fielder who makes the catch for out number 1. Rosario retreats to first. Sizemore, the first base. I wonder if that's Grady Sizemore. Grady Sizemore was a MLB player. Noah Cardenas going to be at the plate replacing Gray. Not sure on the stats yet. Again, I'll be sure to let you know. Just realized it still says Mangum. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it's weird like that, as that's going to be chopped foul. So you can see Alman's out. I don't know why. Noah Cardenas, 3 for 13, OPS of 606. 0-1 count here to Cardenas. Again, runner on first, 1 out. As Burrows sets and delivers. That's going to be hits, and that's going foul. And it's 0-2. Yeah, this is definitely a different Burrows. Again, Mike Burrows was shipped to Houston. I can't remember who we got. I genuinely have no idea. I'm trying to think, but I don't recall. Oh, was that the trade that involved the Tampa Bay? I think it probably was. I don't recall. I'm trying to think, though. I don't know. I have no idea. Cardenas taking his time, just chilling. Chilling like a villain. Again, hopefully you guys enjoy the crowd noise. Not sure if it's too loud or too low. Let me know down below if you can, as that's going to be hit to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit, as he'll throw it to third. Cut off by Connor Griffin, who entered the game in the 7th. And we will see Connor Griffin at the plate in the top of the 9th. But Cardenas gets on and keeps it going. I believe this is going to be Banuelos. Do I have to like refresh it every few seconds? That would be a little annoying. David Banuelos at the plate, as that's going to be outside for ball 1. Refreshing it now again just to make sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's just being stupid. It is what it is. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a cold strike. Each team was still a challenge left to go, so we can see if, I don't know, they might use him here in the later going. Burrows sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be right down the middle for a cold strike. Maybe not. I thought it was. 1-2 is the count to Banuelos. Again, runners on first and second with 1 out here. The bottom of the 8th. Burrows kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. The shallow left. Griffin is calling for it. And no, the left fielder says, I got it, as he makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 away for the Twins. That's going to bring up Fedko. Fedko with a 105 batting average this spring. Kyler Fedko. Line out in the 6th. Bo Burrows is the pitcher's name for the Pirates. It's going to be outside ball 1. Oh, yeah, Mike Burrows was shipped to Houston. Trying to think on who it was. Who in the world? What was that trade? Can't think of it right now. 1-0 count here to Fedko as Burrows sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that will go out of play. It's 1-1. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be foul back. I just saw Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, Pittsburgh. Apparently it hid one of your messages. Don't drink and drive. I've never had a sip of alcohol. So, yeah, I'm good. I won't be doing that tonight. Probably never. Probably never. Might as well just keep it going. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be fouled back. I guess it was I don't know. I don't know why it hid your message. I don't think there's anything crazy. Maybe the FU that you accidentally put F instead of if. That probably is what it is. 1-2 count as Burrows looks back at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be, well, I thought it was strike 3, but apparently not. I don't see why they don't challenge it again. I mean, might as well. Good for you, bad for the brain. Yeah, a lot of stuff actually is bad for the brain, to be honest. Bad for us in general. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. And he's at the warning track, making the catch for a loud out number 3. Well, we head to the top of the 9th. Twins leading 5-1. Pirates channeling their inner 2024 Pirates here in March 16th, 2024, 2025, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019. No offense. Oh well. But yeah, we're going to the top of the 9th, folks. But yeah, no problem. Again, it's alright. Just sometimes it'll hide random things. Like I have my phone here just to kind of keep an eye, like if the stream is on or whatnot, and then every now and then I'm able to see if it holds stuff. So appreciate you appreciate all you guys for doing Do or Die time. Yeah, for sure. Do or die. Would like to see just a little bit of a rally, just get some offense. Again, we'll see Connor Griffin, or I will. You guys can listen, I guess. And yeah, we'll see how they do. Again, folks, if you're a Pirates fan just tuning in for the first time, well, again, I cover the Pirates when it comes to baseball. Again, I cover other teams as well, but definitely want to cover as much Pirates as I can. Covered about 70 games last year for the Pirates, and then everyone else was combined like 50 or 60. I don't recall. But yeah, again, this year we're going to be ramping it up even more. If there's a lot of interest, though, we're going to keep doing it. If there's not, then again, I'll probably be more of a variety baseball guy. It's just, got to see, of course, how the stuff. I hate to hold the Pirates fans hostage, but I got to do it, unfortunately, for the future of the channel. Which, I mean, really, it's really more the NFL anyway. That's really that is the bread and butter. That's the moneymaker. But again, want to do a lot of Pirates. I want to be the Pirates guy. I really do for MLB YouTube. I really do. Really do. But that'll be up to the Pirates organization putting on a good product, and then, of course, the fans that are interested. All right, it's going to be Ross at the plate as he hits this to left. That is going to be fair down the left field line. Ross rounding first, heading to second. I believe he's going to chill at second. So a leadoff double for the Pirates. That was Ross replacing Davis Wonder how he is defensively, because his numbers so far this spring, at least batting .417. I don't know how much that's going to jump. I don't know how many at-bats he's had, but really nice. So it jumps to .462. So that's gonna bring up Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin at the plate. Again, leading all the Pirates with 4 home runs this spring. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. 19-year-old Connor Griffin. Again, 4 homers this spring. OPS of .884. As here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs 2-0. Saw a video he did. I don't know, or not he did, but someone went and kind of hung out with Connor Griffin for a day. I'm sure, you know, if you're a Pirates fan, you've probably seen it. It was just some young guy who was just hanging out with them, and seems like a great dude. Seems like a great dude. Again, I pull for good character people, and of course hoping that he can, you know, produce at the plate, as that's a big swing and a miss. 2-1. By the way, the pitcher for the Twins is Funderburk. Funderburk at the plate. Looking back at second, here is the pitch, as that's a chopper, and that's going foul. Now it's 2-2. Ross, who is that? Not too sure. Not too sure who Ross is. Click on him real quick, if I can look at him. This is Sean Ross. Sean Ross doesn't even have a picture. As here's the 2-2. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. Oh, man. Just missing on the outside part of the plate. Wow, that was his. Oh, man. 3-2 count here to Griffin again. An opportunity for the Pirates to keep it going, get themselves some runs. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Griffin. Good at bat. So 1 out here for the Pirates. That will bring up Alika Williams. I believe he was a non-roster invitee. Again, I know he's been with the Pirates the last few years. Appreciate. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. Not familiar with him myself. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Alika, more of a defensive specialist. Actually, have had a pretty nice spring at the plate. OPS of .828, batting .292. Got a home run. 5 RBIs, 2 walks. Funderburk with the pitch, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2 now to Williams. Oh, and 2. Funderburk sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to right, but that one is going foul. 0-2 count to Williams. Again, a runner on at second. That comes in the form of Ross, taking a big lead. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, as it's 1-2. One and 2 to Williams. You can see it there on your screen. I don't know, sometimes I'm behind, sometimes ahead. It's so weird. I don't understand it. No idea. Here's the 1-2. That is way upstairs, and now it's 2-2. Looking forward to that Pirates Mets again. You know, Skeens will be on the mound. If we can take, I think if the Pirates can take 1 from the Mets, I think I'll be pretty happy, as that's going to be a grounder to third. Diving attempt. Nice stop. Throws to first. Gets him by a step for round number 2. Oh, good play by the third baseman there for the Twins. That is Don Cone over there for the Twins. Nice stop. Unfortunate for the Pirates. Looking like Brian Hayes again with the play there at third. All right, Pirates down to their last out. That could be in the form of Jared Jones, who's at the plate. Jared Jones looking for his first hit of spring training. As here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, 1-0. How's it going, Brandon? Tuning in here at the end. He's actually 0 for 1, so he hasn't really played much. 1-0 count here to Jones. Funderburk sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 1-1. Runner on second, 2 outs. Funderburk sets. As he kicks and deals. And that's going to be hit to right, but that one is out of play. And the Pirates are down to their last strike. Doctor, in your bracket, NIU beats Kansas and Duke. That is crazy stuff. NIU, yeah, Northern Iowa. Okay, that is pretty wild. It's UNI, yeah. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, no, I can't. I think I actually have Kansas coming out of their region. Again, they beat Duke in the Elite Eight. I can't remember who I have in them. I know I have Michigan winning it all, but I don't remember who I have playing. I don't know if I have. I don't know. Here's the 2-2. Jones chops this one foul. Staying alive. Pirates again are going to fall to 15-8 if this result holds, and again I assume that it will. So again down to the last strike. But of course again Pirates coverage on the channel will pick up next Thursday. Pirates Mets again going to be doing it along with probably a lot of other people. But unlike them again I'll be doing a lot of the Pirates. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be in the dirt, 3-2. Again, would like to do the Pirates all season long. Just, again, going to be depending on their results and the interest here on YouTube. So, but yeah, again, going to give it a great shot. Going to give it a really good shot and cover the goal going into this. I want to cover at least 120, 130 Pirates games. I really, genuinely do. Here's the 3-2. And that is going to be a walk, but they're going to challenge with the ABS. We'll see if they challenge. And we'll see if they got him. This would be kind of a terrible way to end the game. Just missed. Unbelievable. 0.3 inches outside. So that'll put runners at first and second. Again, I will be bouncing around as well. Did you watch it? I watch what? I'm watching this. Sorry, watch your areas canceled. Oh, wow, good stuff. That's good. That's good to hear. All right, Gonzalez going to be at the plate here for the Pirates, playing right field. Not familiar on Gonzalez. This is Eduardo Gonzalez. Looking to keep this alive here for the Pirates. As here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball one. Again, a lefty on the mound, a lefty at the plate as Funderburk looking to bring the thunder. Or the Funder. I don't know. Either one. Funderburk. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside. 2-0. 2-0 here to Gonzalez. But again, despite all the Pirates stuff, we'll be covering a lot of other games as well. Doing double headers every now and then, of course, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Here's the 2-0, as that's going to be right down the middle for a called strike in Saturdays as well. Of course, the UFL could be a thing. Could be a very big thing. We'll see. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. And again, if you are a Pirates fan, you make sure, again, to subscribe for sure. But even a baseball fan, again, even if you're just a baseball fan, again, I covered, I think, 28 of the 30 teams at least once last year, as that's going to be popped up. And this should do it. And Cardenas makes a diving catch, a stumbling catch more like it, for out number 3. And that will do it. In this one, the Pirates fall to 15-8 as the Twins move up to 8-14. They win, again, by the score of 5-1. So thank you guys again. Appreciate you, Ricky, for the kind words. Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, your final score 5-1 is your score. Again, the next Pirates game will be for me again opening day. Plan on covering the rest of that series, the Red series, the Orioles series. Again, the Pirates will take priority for pretty much almost everything. So again, hopefully again you guys are here for that. Again, World Baseball Classic tomorrow. Not going to be able to cover the one tonight. And, of course, again, a lot of March Madness also in the next few days. So appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. ABS challenge systems in other sports. In badminton, a player can challenge as much as they like in one set until they have their second unsuccessful challenge. Interesting. Glad you're doing the Vanderbilt game. Yeah, no, it should be a good one. Should be a good one. Again, tomorrow, USA versus whoever. And then again for Wednesday, doing the play-in games. Thursday, it's going to be TCU. Let me go ahead and change the screen. TCU and Ohio State. McNeese and Vanderbilt. And again, haven't decided on the third game. Probably Texas A&M and St. Mary's, but that is TBD. It's to be determined. And then on Friday, Akron, Texas Tech. Utah State and Villanova. Iowa and Clemson. And again, if I do a fourth game, it would be Missouri, Miami. We'll see. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday are some more. That's the second round of 32. All right, you're a lifelong Vanderbilt fan. All right, gotcha. Well, Doctor, I had fun. Enjoy your outing. Appreciate you. Thank you again. It should be just catching up. Haven't talked to him in a few months, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for streaming. Thank you, CB, for tuning in. Thank you, guys, as always, for tuning in. Pittsburgh, good to see you once again. Hopefully, see you quite a bit. The Pirates, we can either, again, complain about the Pirates together or enjoy the Pirates together as they, again, look to compete for the wild card. I really do think that is possible. I really do, and I hope that they do. I really do. But we'll see. Yeah, that'll do it for me. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out again. Just kind of getting some practice in, some more practice before baseball is here. Again, that'll matter. You'll see a lot more energy from the call. I do apologize again. It's spring training. Same thing with just preseason. It's not really. If they win, great. They don't. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, thank you guys again, and I will catch you guys in the next one. You guys all have a great rest of your day. Peace.
DrDelay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red